Hello, class. Almost to the weekend here. Here's my article. Well, at least not mine, but the one I talking about hydrogen. And what's interesting is looking for hydrogen in like a normal way, kind of like, sort of like natural gas. So I like these articles talk about the future, and we are trying to make hydrogen and do more and more of a hydrogen economy. And there are some problems with that. And one of the main problems, among other things, is the primary way that we get hydrogen right now is from fossil fuels. So you can get it by reforming molecules in oil refineries. That's one way to get hydrogen. Another one is called steam reformation, when you take methane and you react it with water vapor. And both those processes generate hydrogen. That's primarily how we get hydrogen right now. But it turns out there is a very plentiful source of hydrogen, and that's in the ground itself. So you can see here, at least here in the United States, of course, is American Chemical Society, so we're very, very pro-America, and so among other things, they talk a bit about Montana. So you can see there's areas that there's quite a bit of hydrogen. Uh, One thing that's scary about hydrogen, besides the fact that it's very explosive, it's much more explosive than methane and propane. But also, the flame is not colored. So at the top here, I when I first saw the article, it said hydrogen. I'm like, this is a lie. Hydrogen. This is, of course, is a regular flame, and this is saying 10% of the gases are hydrogen. So where flames get the color from is actually from the soot. So the soot, little particles of carbon that form, and then they heat up and they glow. So a hydrogen flame, of course, it just generates water vapor. So and that doesn't and if you have a water vapor droplet and you heat it up, it just turns to steam, right? So you that's not going to form a droplet that can glow. So a hydrogen flame is completely colorless, and so it's a little scary in that regards. And it talks about this, that there was someone that they accidentally started a hydrogen flame. So they're kind of hard to see and fight, and then they're very hot. And this figure here kind of goes through how we could harvest some of the hydrogen and in some way also inject water and get that. That's interesting. This is all very interesting. It shows you. Part of it what we know, what we don't know. Although we do know this, but it's a new resource that we could start tapping, and a lot of it comes down to economics. So now that you can bring the cost of hydrogen down and have a source of it that's not a fossil fuel, it's geological. This could be a game changer for the hydrogen economy. And also mentioned in here is ammonia. So hydrogen is used quite a bit to make ammonia. And some of you that take my classes, I talk about human population, and the human population has skyrocketed since the beginning of the 19th century, and one of the biggest reasons for that is food production, specifically ammonia fertilizers. So, the other reason, of course, is medical technology. And from the medical technology, the biggest one is antibiotics. The second biggest one is vaccines. So people live longer because of the medical technology, and there's more food. Since there's more food, people can eat more, and of course we can support a larger population. So ammonia is a big deal, and although I try not to bring politics into this too much, where we get most of our ammonia from is from Russia. Russia is the biggest producer of ammonia, and of course there's some political things going on with Russia right now. So that's one thing that we're very sensitive to. And a lot of people don't realize that our crutch for fossil fuels is not transportation, is not electricity, which are wonderful things. I love them both. But even more important than transportation and electricity is food. So food is our industry supports our agriculture, and our agriculture is in my opinion, the primary reason why we have the 8 billion humans alive now. And so, and with chemistry, unfortunately, there's a lot of politics, and there always has been. There always have been as far as resources. And hydrogen is one because it leads to ammonia, and ammonia is very important because it leads to our food production. So it's interesting. So I hope you enjoyed the article, and although the political context is not there, but you can look it up if you want about Russia and ammonia. But this could be an interesting future source of energy. So certain and new companies that can come from this for looking for hydrogen. So I'm excited to see how it ends up. So of course this is going to be a while. This is not something that's going to happen tomorrow because although there is quite a bit of existing infrastructure when it comes to natural gas, hydrogen is slightly different than natural gas chemistry-wise. For among other things, hydrogen around especially iron causes something called hydrogen embrittlement. So we'd have to alter our infrastructure slightly for that. It's also more dangerous than natural gas. So, but natural gas being methane, I should say, is more dangerous than methane. So, but I hope you enjoy the article, and with all my communications with you, I hope you're doing very well. If you find yourself not doing very well, like if you're having lack of basic needs, like as in food and shelter, if you're dealing with crushing mental issues, or if you have academic problems, other than, of course, the content of the course, that's my primary function, of course, is to teach you this stuff. But there's more to academia, right? Registering for classes, all the other, stuff that you can come and that can be obstacles. And I want to remove as many obstacles as I can so you can be more successful. So, okay. Well, hope you have a nice rest of your day and week. And I will be in touch with you then starting next week. Aloha.